Hey everyone, it's the Grumpy Meeple, and I am back again with another Batman the Animated Series Adventures unboxing. This time we're going to take a look at the stretch goals and the exclusives. Okay. First off, we've got a miniature tray reference. Okay, I like this. I don't believe that there's one of these in the other boxes. I wouldn't have minded it there, to be honest. But not so bad. And then there's the episode guide for the stretch goals. Lots of cool new episodes. Ooh, Ra's al Ghul. Very cool. The Demon Quest. Two-Face. This is pretty hefty. There's a lot of content in here. All right, next up, tokens. Don't really know that I'm going to get into these. Although I believe these are the hit point counters. These are pretty nice. They're huge. I don't know why they have to be so huge. The Turtles versions were quite kind of stable. You know what I mean? Like they weren't flimsy. They were easy to turn and shit. So maybe it's just a necessity of getting them to work right. But still a welcome addition. I really wish more games would take the time to do stuff like that. Make it a little bit easier to track this minutia. All right, here we go. Tiles. Looks like we've got 6 more double-sided tiles, so 12 more tiles. That's a considerable amount. We've got, looks like the rooftop of Gotham PD with the bat signal. And then we've got, I don't know, some kind of room. The world's most boring street. I kind of wish there were less of these in this game, but that's okay. And then this is obviously associated to the one we just looked at. This could be the Bat Cave, because that looks like the giant penny. I'm guessing that is the Bat Cave. We've got generic street corner 0.05. And then we've got some kind of toxic cave. This looks like the Lazarus chamber, possibly, that Ra's al Ghul uses to come back to life or whatever. I don't know. I'm not as familiar with Batman as other comics, but I do love it. Really like the Court of Owls, that whole run in the mid 2000s or 2010s. It's really amazing. This again looks like something, it's like a throne. Seriously guys, for fuck's sake, like look at this boring ass tile. How the fuck, you know, it's an extra tile. Hey, here's something. Here's some art on a tile, instead of literally I could make that at home with a freaking white pen and a piece of black tile. And here's something moderately more interesting, and then another boring street. Still cool to have more tiles. All right, now we get to the meat of the issue, the miniatures. I am not going to be as familiar with a lot of these, I suspect, because some of these are some pretty deep cuts from the TV show. And while I love that show, my knowledge of Batman is not encyclopedic. So let's get this out of the way. How about that? All right, so starting us off, I believe that these are the polar bears. I think that these are Mr. Freeze's polar bears. You do get 2 different sculpts. That's cool. They're nice and hefty too. Next up, we've got a couple of cats. big cats, panthers probably, looks like. I have a vague recollection of, I don't know, Catwoman maybe. I don't know. Like I said, I fully intend to go back and watch the entire show. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. All right, here we have a police officer, I believe. Not really sure if there's some special property associated with him or special character, but doesn't look like it because there's another generic police bro. This is, I don't even want to guess. I have no fucking idea. Somebody wearing a trench coat. Could be Bruce Wayne, maybe. I don't think so. Here we've got Supergirl. Okay, now that's cool. She's looking good. Here we've got, I remember this guy from the show, but I don't remember his name. The Rat Man. Here's Ra's al Ghul. Sword, looking very nice. Very straight and sharp. Again, these aren't the most detailed miniatures that have ever been made, but they're pretty uniformly, like, solid. Also, they're, you know, obviously it's a cartoon show, so they're highly stylized, and they don't maybe necessarily need that much detail. The original drawings didn't have that much detail from the anime or whatever. The animated show. Not anime. I have been watching anime recently. I was watching one of my all-time favorites. I was considering even doing a viewing of it, like a showing of it on the channel. Fist of the North Star. Bloodiest, most horribly disgusting, awesome, badass anime movie ever made. I've seen that movie about 300 times. Pretty much responsible for making me as messed up as I am. Because a friend and I discovered that in like 6th grade, Blockbuster Video, taking it back. And his mom would just rent anything. My parents were strict about that stuff. I hadn't even seen like Rambo. But his mom would rent anything. And this is an anime in which the whole premise is that the main character punches people in their pressure points and makes their heads and bodies explode. So you can imagine the level of gore. And we watched it over and 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 then over and then 100 more times after that. We would just rent the same thing every week. Pretty cool. Thug. Boy, I don't want to screw this guy's name up. I want to, for some reason, I think his name is Etrig or Etrig, but I might be wrong. So anyways, I was thinking about doing a watch through of that. I don't know. Maybe I still will. It'd be funny. You could just see me laugh hilariously at all the disgusting gore. I believe that this is Alfred. Very cool. Another thug. I know she's got a name. I don't remember it. Zatiana, I want to say. Probably wrong. Thug. No goddamn idea. She's got a broom. I don't know who this is. I like it. We've got 3 of these thug types. These are cool. They're very cool. Love the Tommy guns. I don't know. What is it about Tommy guns, man? It's going all the way back to Dick Tracy, I think. The Dick Tracy movie that came out in like 1993, 91, maybe, 89. That movie was all about the Tommy guns, and ever since I've been kind of obsessed with them. And then you get, it looks like these are all almost all the same. bad guys with knives. Vaguely ninja-ish looking, perhaps. I don't know what his name is in the show. I would have called him Carmine Falcone. I might be wrong about that. So that's it. That's all the miniatures. Next up, we've got one of the coolest things, one of the most essential things as far as I'm concerned, and that is the player trays for Batman, the animated series. This is something that came out in the Turtles campaign as well. It's very simple, you know. Your player card goes here. You can put your abilities and your equipment on the side here. But the real star of the show is these little recessed dice wells to where you can track which ones you've used. It makes it easy to see which ones are shared, you know, maybe a little bit more than if they're just sitting on the table. And usually I wouldn't love the fact that this was cardboard, but it is very thick and it's dual layered and it works really well. So these are very nice. Next up, we're going to start on the cards. Here we've got Detective Bullock. Cover fire. Gotham City Police Department figures within 2 spaces of Bullock roll +1 battle die when defending. Very cool. Is he actually a hero in this? He must be. Etrigan, not Etrigan. I should have opened these damn cards first, and I'm going to look like such a simpleton. Yeah. The Demon. The Gray Ghost. How did I miss him in there? This is like a kind of like a previous iteration of Batman, I believe. Officer Montoya. There's Supergirl. I don't know how the hell they're explaining Supergirl having the same strength as some of these other characters. I guess she does have a particularly high attack. There's Zatanna. I called her Zatiana, but that's okay. The Condiment King. Mustered up strength. Each time Condiment King deals at least 1 wound to an enemy figure, that figure receives a sauced token. Condiment King targets the enemy figure with the most sauce tokens. Now that I like. That's an interesting gameplay mechanic, actually. I guess Etrigan can be a hero or a villain. There's his villain card. Livewire, that's right. Mighty Mom. Oh my God. I know that there's some animated Batman the Animated Series nerds out there watching this who are just furious at the Grumpy Meeple for not knowing who these characters are. I wish I did. Pack Rat. There's Ra's al Ghul. The Demon's Head. Red Claw. I didn't see her in there either. I think that there might be some additional cards or something. Maybe, maybe not. She must have been in there. I just missed it. Rupert Thorne is the guy's name. Right. Talia al Ghul. Okay, very cool. Daughter of the Demon. And again, like this, it's a really clever choice of IP because, like, this art, again, it's not like uber detailed. It's not, but it's just like perfectly clean and crisp and beautiful. It's very stylized without being, you know, it's not like it was hand drawn by John Howe or something like that. You know, it's just very cool looking and really smart to leverage for a board game because you can get a lot out of a little with this, I feel like. Yep, Nachka and Shaka, the polar bears, Shadow Assassins, And then we're back to Bullock. Very cool. Moving on, we've got 2 more stacks of cards. I don't think I'm going to go through these necessarily because kind of covered the cards. The art's awesome. I love it. Every hero and villain gets their own kind of unique abilities. Big fan. Next up, we've got just a couple of random things. Bits and bobs. We've got some black bases, and then these are the spinners for the health trackers. And then maybe I'll even put one of those together real quick. All right, so there you go. There's your spinner for your health. Nothing super fancy, but very useful, very large. Everybody can see them. Got some artwork on them. Pretty cool. Really like these. And then finally, more dice, of course. Maybe I'll try to do some cool kind of slow motion effect on that. More dice, more heroes, more standard dice. Supergirl, I assume, is in here somewhere. I'm guessing that this is her. I was kind of hoping that it would have her super symbol on it, but maybe not. Maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it's a different die. But yeah, there you go. Chunky. Here's the slow-mo. So that's it. That is my unboxing of Batman, the Animated Series Adventures, the stretch goals, and the exclusives. I'll be finishing this up with an unboxing of the All-In box, and then sometime in 2024, when I'm done with Hero Quest, I will be playing through this, and I'll make sure to record it. I do want to play it. I need to just continue my Hero Quest campaign, and then I will play this and many other games. So, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you're having fun with the channel. That's all I had for today, and I will talk to you later.